All right, we're talking about the sampling distribution of the proportion, p hat, we are normally distributed as long as our sample size times p is greater than or equal to 10 and the sample size times 1 minus p is greater than or equal to 10. And if we look at what we have here, this is the true proportion, so that's p is 0.04. So that would make 1 minus p equal to 0.96. Now we only have to check the greater of these, because if I'm sorry, the smaller of these, because if the smaller one works, then the greater one will work. So I'm just going to write check smaller of p and 1 minus p. So for ours, we only need to check if n times p is greater than or equal to 10. So this is n. N is how many are in the sample. So 469 times 0.04, and that's 18.76. So that is greater than 10, so that will also be greater than 10. All right, since we would be multiplying by a bigger number. So we know we have that we can use a bell curve for this. Okay, now the mean of the sampling distribution is just the proportion. So 0.04 is our mean. All right, so that's going to be our mean of our distribution, and our standard deviation is this guy, which is p 1 minus p divided by n, and then all that we take the square root. So if we put all that into Desmos, we get this distribution. There's 0.04 is my mean. You can click and see that that is where that's located. There is my standard deviation, n times, p times 1 minus p divided by n, all underneath the square root. So there is the bell curve that we get. And then it says, what's the probability the sample proportion be less than 0.03? We just are going to check this box, put 0.03 in there, and then there is our probability, that area. All right, it says to round this to 4 places, so there's the 4th decimal place. The next number is 4, so this would be 0.1345 is my probability.